hours. Hi, Mr. Nez. Oh, we're doing okay. Hi, Fred. Hi, Steven. A guest on your live stream Tuesday, Thursday, and weekends at 3. Okay. I appreciate that. Hi, Donna. Yep, this is the United States. driving a 379 Peterbilt. Hi, Alan. Hi, Prius. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Jody. How you doing, young lady? No, this got a 650 cat. Hi, Manny. Hi, Emmanuel. Hi, Grand Bridge. You're from Michigan, too? Oh, it was okay. My day's going okay. I got a reefer full of eggs. I'm going from my house, which is north of Grand Rapids, Michigan, over to Ann Arbor. Hi, Stefano. I'm about 20 miles north of Grand Rapids, Michigan. No, I don't have any of that stuff. I think it's about 30 degrees out Fahrenheit. This is an 18 speed. I'm on flat ground. I'm not going up a hill. Hi, Mater. Yeah, it's the evening. Grant Bridge is the Kentwood carpet cleaner. I know where Kentwood is. No, I'm not going home. I just left the house. Our warehouse is based out of Byron Center. This is 131 South. I'm heading into Grand Rapids. I'm not going to go under 44th Street. I'm going to get on 96 and head towards Ann Arbor. It is like 30 degrees out here in West Michigan. It's going to be 43 tomorrow. Hi, World War historian. Jody Genealogy lives just south of Grand Rapids. Me and her hang out and do stuff all the time. You live in Kentwood, Grant? Hi, Google. Hi, Dave. Oh, you live near 54th Street? Okay. I'm going to be over by Ann Arbor, Michigan. Hi, user. Drive my truck, the upper Midwest. I don't have a problem with Germany. Hi, Russell. Not quite there, Grant. Floridian has a Cybertruck. Well, I'm sorry. No, I'm not going to go past Michigan Stadium, I don't think. Truck driver too. I've been doing this 25 years. Hi, Antonio. Alright, you know what? I think I'm going to end this live because this is starting to become a bunch of crap. I've never driven a Kenworth for myself. I've owned a couple, just never driven them. Easy, Kelly. Yeah, that's a 379 Peterbilt. I'm north of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Because I'm deaf when I'm not going to hear it. When you drive a Mercedes. Mercedes are only straight trucks here in the United States. No, my truck's not governed. I'm only doing 63 miles an hour right now. I'm not in a big hurry. What's cool about it is you can ride along in a Peterbilt and not some curb sniffing truck. I'm pulling a reefer today. Tomorrow I got a bobtail all the way to Minnesota and pick up a dry van. Hi Dawson. I'm an owner operator. Yeah, I got a bobtail to Minnesota. Pine Creek Life. No, I work direct with our warehouse. I only got to drive about another 2.5 hours tonight. And then I'll unload in the morning and drop this trailer off on the way to Minnesota. Bobtail means not pulling a trailer. I'll be pulling Mother Nature. She'll be hanging on to the fifth wheel. Hi, Mushroomer. You ain't doing that in 1 week, I'll tell you that much. I just left the house a little bit ago. I left Sunday morning and I was home last night. Went and loaded this load, went back home for a few hours, and now I'm leaving again. So I could be home every day if I needed, if I wanted to. I've been driving 25 years. Half my life. It's hard out here if you try and own your own truck. You need about 6 to 8 weeks saved up. Oh, thanks Jody for the gift. Under the bridge to boot. It can sometimes get boring, but traveling to the same destinations with dedicated freight's awful nice. Well, you gotta figure out how much it's gonna cost for you to run and have that saved up. I mean, it could be $30,000, $40,000, you know, add up your paychecks and figure out how much the truck is making and times it by 6 to 8. That'd be a good start to have sitting in the bank. No, Derek, I'm not up there. And you blow the motor in it, you're gonna be down for at least a week. Plus you need the money for the motor, so. Hey Kelly, we don't really try and talk like that. So we wanna be respectful here. I'm on 96 right now. We have kids that watch my channel, so we don't cuss and swear. We're nice to everybody in the chat. We're especially nice to the moderators. And you don't tell me how to drive. We don't talk about religion or politics. No, I'm from Michigan. I don't get into wrecks. I got over 4.1 million miles driving. I've only tipped over one semi-truck. That was 23 years ago when I did that. No one talks on CB radios because 95% of trucking companies don't allow them because insurance won't allow it, and plus it's distracted driving, so it's actually illegal. No, I haven't seen the Fort Hood pilot. I'm just going around the north side of Grand Rapids right now. want to get a distracted driving ticket. I seen a guy get one in Kansas when he pulled across the scale with the mic in his hand. No, I'm not by MIS. I'm not sure, Anthony. I don't know what the pay is for a driver. Mainly because I'm not a driver. So I don't know. Signs while you drive Creek Life? How do you know that I don't have this chat pumped into my ear right now? Just because you can't hear what's being said doesn't mean I can't. I'm Michael. I got a reefer on tonight. CBs are not going to save anybody. I'm in Michigan, not Arizona or California. I don't go out that far. I have a load of eggs on. I think Scanies look pretty cool, but they're not even in the same category as our U.S. American trucks. Yeah, I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Yeah, Scanies are too slow. They look cool, but none of them have the horsepower and torque like we got, especially my truck. Hi Extreme Gamer. Hi Max. Hi Cole. It's going okay. I think it's about 30 degrees out. And I'm only going to be driving for another 2.5 hours. How much horsepower does the Scania truck have? I'm only at 650, but I know this thing's good for 800. I'm on 96. Yeah, but here's the thing. Horsepower don't do nothing. It's torque that gets the job done. Horsepower will get you to the wall, torque will move it. We got guys in Michigan pushing over 1,000 horse pulling trains around Michigan hauling dirt. I got a 650 cat. I think Derek's from Tipton, Georgia, or Ohio. Hi, Tony. I think Powerball is at 1.3 million right now. Nobody won it yesterday. Yeah, I'm pretty close to Marketplace Boutique right now. About a half hour, 20 minutes. I don't deliver this till tomorrow morning, but I'm going to get over here where I need to be and sleep in their yard. This load's going to Costco. Hi, bale logs. No, I just got a little 16-inch bunk. I can't even stand up in it. It's an oversized coffin bunk. So I pulled flatbed, step deck, specialized step deck, reefers, dry vans, dump trailers. I pulled double dumps, which is what we call a train in Michigan. I got 40,000 in the box. My old truck had a big stand-up bunk with side windows in it. I kind of wish I would have kept that truck. Hi, AJC. Hi, Darren. Let's just say I can reach back from where I'm at and touch my bed. That's how small my sleeper is. Yep, I can back them up too. Yeah, we call those a train. We can gross 164,000 pounds with two of those trailers hooked together. Hi, Wooden Bucket. I know where you're talking about, Delta, Ohio. put the skids in sideways, so they're right up against the wall. They're not really moving. Trailers are air ride, so it's pretty smooth. Hi Francisco. Hi Ralph. Yeah, I've never hauled scrap steel out of there. I just know I've been by there. No, Caterpillar engines are pretty good, so. Yeah, you can't even fit your hand between these skids. They're snug in the trailer. So yeah, I got a cat underneath the hood. No, 650. I don't know, there's some guys that got some Cummins that know how to run. My buddy's got a Cummins in his truck. If I'm gonna stay in trucking for a while, I need to buy another engine to get ready to put this thing. It's an ISX. On the factory, they ain't no good, but once you tune them right, take some garbage off, they run pretty good. Hi, Randy. Hi, John. I get 6.5 miles to the gallon at 80,000. Yeah, I've never hauled with a Cummins either. All my personal trucks, I've had cats in them. The trucks I bought for my company had Detroit. I don't know, Francisco. I've never owned a truck with a Volvo engine. Barbara. Hi, Vince. I thought it was a nice little truck. I'm baby this truck. got 30 skids. I got 30 skids, that's all I can fit in here. Oh, thanks for the gift, Badger. Oh, I'm not gonna say what my company name is, Derek, because I don't want people knocking on my door. That's what this is, a flat top Pete. When I pulled step deck, I used to get 7.5 to 8. Nope, definitely don't want my name out there. Oh, you're okay. Hi, ex-lady. Another body found by me? Oh boy. Oh, thanks for the gift, Extreme Gamer. I don't know if everybody knows, but Super Chatters and membership purchases and gifters get the train horn, everybody. I gotta wash my windshield, then it wouldn't look like a streak. Well, thanks, Derek. Yeah, we're gonna try. Heading over here to Ann Arbor, Michigan from right here by Saranac, Michigan. I picked up the trailer here at this next exit earlier and went home for a while. Probably could have just left the trailer over here. Yeah, that will actually get a ticket. Here's a funny story. I was going through Florida by Lake Okeechobee one time, long time ago. And DOT had a checkpoint set up to do inspections. And the officer, the sergeant, was going to do an inspection on me. And one of his compadres come over and wanted to hear that train horn. So I blew the train horn, but I don't blow it during the inspection. And that sergeant come over to me and says, "Would you like a ticket?" I says, "What?" And he says, "Yeah, that's actually louder than the noise ordinance is allowed in Florida." He said, "I ought to write you a ticket." And I said, "Your partner over there wanted to hear it." And he says, "Who?" And he steps on the step of my truck so I can point to him. He just shakes his head and he said, "Don't do that again." We're not supposed to use these train horns, so they're actually too loud. That's what the ones on the roof are for, but I took mine off, so. In Florida, they are not just like they have the window tint scanners. They have every device known to man. Trains aren't on the highway, so trains are exempt. Who says they're legal, ex-lady? They just haven't been caught yet. I know what you're saying, ex-lady, but who says that they're not? Who says that they are legal? Those cars with the big bass speakers, they just haven't been busted yet. Maximum speed, I believe, is 85 in West Texas. No, livestock haulers have speed limits. They also have to follow logbook rules. Yeah, it's 85 in West Texas. Yep, it's parts of those states are 80, I believe, but West Texas is 85. Michigan is 65. The horn's not free. You gotta drop a super chat or membership or a gift. You know what I'll give you? There you go. Thanks, Jody. That's what you get. Appreciate that, Derek. That's like 70 mile an hour, ain't it? No state uses kilometers per hour. I think Canada does. But the United States is English. You get close to the border, they'll use both. If I see a kid doing the fist pump, I'll blow the horn, but I won't do it for adults on the road. AC? How's everybody doing tonight? Is everybody doing okay? Oh, I'm doing alright. Kind of a screwed up day. Had to go get this loaded early this morning and I wound up going back home till an hour ago. No, I'm not tired. I'm doing okay. I'm going over here by Ann Arbor, Michigan to deliver in the morning. I'm gonna sleep where I need to deliver. Eye tracker. See ya, Alan. God dang, this road is rough. Holy smoke. I'll be glad when they get this road rebuilt next year. Jeez. Hi, Lavin. Yeah, it's a 650 cat. I got it turned down a little bit. It was at 800. Hi, Wee. Hi, John. Yeah, roads are all dry around here in Michigan. Hi, Patrick. Because I kept breaking a lot of stuff, breaking axles, blew the head off of it. When we put it on the dyno, it blew the head gasket right off the bat. I'm between Grand Rapids, Michigan and Lansing, Michigan. So it's rebuilt a lot better now. I O-ringed the head. So it ain't gonna blow the head gasket, but I just haven't turned it back up because I kept breaking axle jabs. Okay. On the bridge yesterday. It's always protocol that they close their book directions if there's an incident. I don't believe it was weather related because we weren't getting anything yesterday really. went south and stayed south of all the weather until I needed to come home. This is a Caterpillar under the hood. Hey, Batty Crazy. Yeah, you got that right, Striker. This truck's too old to go to California. Well, I'm not tired. I don't think you've heard rumble strips yet, Mosquito. I've actually done donuts with the semi-truck in the parking lot before. Yep. How is what possible? Donuts with a semi-truck? Yeah, Google. I've had somebody throw a water bottle at me in my pickup truck and it went right through the grill of it. I tried chasing them down, but I couldn't catch them. Buggers. You just turn and step on the skinny pedal and away you go. Yeah, it was pretty close to your house. Never did find out who did that. Hi, Billy. I am about 15 miles west of Lansing, Michigan, heading east. Welcome in from Russia. Everybody is welcome here on my channel. Doesn't matter what country you're from. So everybody needs to be nice and respectful to everybody. Well, I call it the skinny pedal. Some people call it the loud pedal. Some call it the throttle. I don't know. Although the skinny pedal is the same size as the stop pedal, the brake pedal. They're both the same size. Welcome in from Germany. I hate this. You know, we're talking about bad roads. the other day, and Indiana's got some pretty bad ones. I think this is the worst one in Michigan right here, I-96. Because they're fixing 94. Yeah, they're just dry roads here. Appreciate that, Google. Rick. I don't even know how to say that. Google. My name's Andy, everybody. This is 379 Peterbilt. Kevin horn because I'm a guy. Yeah, they're high and dry here too in Michigan. Boutique has over a foot in her yard. She's an hour south of me. going to Minnesota tomorrow. I am almost to Lansing, Michigan. I gotta deliver this load in the morning and then drop this trailer off on my way to Minnesota. I'm going over here by Ann Arbor. Or near Detroit, Michigan. That's where I deliver just about every week, is in Minneapolis, St. Paul. I go to the Home Depots all the time. I gotta pick up a trailer in Eden Prairie though tomorrow night. I've been doing this 25 years. Some of the trucks, Freightliners and Internationals in the United States have the cameras with iPads on the A-pillars. I think that's going to be a really bad idea. I-310. No, this is a 379 Peterbilt. The 1999 model. I've never seen that movie. Couple times to this Costco, but I go to the same general stores around the upper Midwest. We have like 275 grocery stores that we go to, named Meijer, and we also have about 150 Home Depot stores that I go to at any given time, and then the occasional Costco and Walmart. Christmas is busy for us, Valentine's, Mother's Day, normal holidays, Memorial Day, Labor Day, they're all busy for us. Hi, Junior. Yeah, it's a little crazy. Hi, Steve. Hi, Corn. I'm in Michigan right now. Yeah, if I'm out here trucking, I'm usually streaming, so I'll be doing it again tomorrow too. Hi, William. I'm doing okay. I like to go to Minnesota a lot. I don't know why. That means I always got to deal with Chicago, but I just like going to Minnesota. Probably because once I get on 90, I can get all the way up there without slowing down or making turns. Yeah, it's supposed to be like 45 here in Michigan, so we're going to lose some of our snow. It's a Peterbilt. I do trucking by myself. I've had Jody Genealogy slash Marketplace Boutique with me one day. She rode around for about 7 hours. Hi, Sherry. Not entirely. We got over 100 loads go out every day in the month of May, and a bunch of guys will kind of hook up and run in the same direction together just to get out of town and go trucking together for a while, either Missouri or Minnesota. 4 or 5 guys will just hook up and go. I don't get with anybody and chase somebody. I don't do that. I just go at my own pace. My buddy used to do this with me, and he'd drive faster than me. I don't want to drive 75 mile an hour. That's just nuts. got one, but it don't get used. Corporate America don't want it, so. Way a lot of people do things now. If they want to talk to multiple people, they use three-way calling on their phone. It is 8:30 in the evening here, and I'm going around Lansing, Michigan. Hi, Dennis. I'm doing okay. Hi, Sorabeth. side of the road. It's in the median and the ditch. Got it melted a bunch today. We're probably gonna melt a bunch more tomorrow. Hi, William. It's a dirty truck, is what it is. Very dirty. Let's see if I can get this windshield a little more clean. Let's see here. That's better. A little better. degrees out. It's not too cold. Hi, Andrew. I'm going over here close to Detroit to unload in the morning. Hi, Cali King. I life behind bars. I got 355s. When I have to replace these, I'm probably going to drop down to a 336. So, yeah, it's 18 speed. Yeah, I'd never buy a brand new truck. Well, I get 6.5 miles to the gallon right now. I'm doing 65 and it's only turning 1,450 RPM. I'm heading over here by Detroit. Been in the 40s. That's not so bad. Now, if the rain will just stop, I heard there's a lot of flooding in Washington. No, I got a 650 cat. only 30 degrees probably, so it's a lot warmer than it has been. Still need a winter coat, but yeah, the PACCAR engines have a porous block. They're only meant to run a half million miles and they gotta throw the whole engine away. It's 8:45 here in Michigan. I had one Freightliner that had a DD15 in it that gave me all kinds of problems. Intake manifold would leak air after the engine warmed up. Took a long time to figure that out. I've had a Volvo, but that had a 12.7 Detroit in it. And a bunch of other Freightliners that had C13 cats in them. And some Kenworths that had cats. Trucking along. Hi, Terry. I've only been driving about 2 hours today. No, I don't have to worry about that with a 99. Yeah, I went and preloaded this thing this morning and went back home for the day. So I can show off all my chicken lights in the dark. Peterbilt, Terry. Oh, you were the one that was in the blackout? I was gonna say, I didn't lose service. Oh, I'm Mr. Palad. The horn don't work for free. You gotta send a gift or buy a membership or a super chat. That's because this is called real. Everybody's been nice. I've only been driving a couple hours, so I don't have very far to go. I am east of Lansing, Michigan. Well, it's not the idea that they're trying to stop a tractor trailer. Their idea is to claim insurance. That's what they're doing. They're trying to commit insurance fraud. Five years. Hi, Army. Hi, Deborah. Thanks, Diggity. I'm doing okay. Oh, I live stream during the day times too. Whenever I'm out here, I'll be live streaming for a few hours at a time. I'm doing okay. I've been on 95 before. I've gone all the way from Maryland to Florida on it. 379 Peterbilt. Hi, Earl. Hi, David. I got a 650 cat with an 18 speed. I'm Marky. I'm Mike. I don't know what you're asking, Andrew. How many what? I don't know what a CCS is. I'm in Michigan right now, halfway between Lansing and Detroit. It's a 17 liter. My name's Andy. I like night driving when it's out west in the open plains. I don't really care for it around here, but I don't have a choice. This is a C17, 17 liter. Hi, Jonas. $650 horse. I don't roll 24/7. It seems like it, but I don't. I just work all kinds of time. I just work all times of the day. Hi, David. Well, I don't know. I'm not going to answer that, Terry. A lot of people do it, so yeah, I sleep. I'm going to get over here and I'm going to sleep all night where I need to deliver and unload in the morning and then hit the road again. Yep, gotta be patient if you're out in this business. I learned patience real quick. Some people are just not that way. I'm pretty fortunate to be at a place where 90% of my freight does not have appointments. So I am going to be 50 next year. Pretty much, Terry. Pretty much. Boutique with me. I think she's lurking in the chat here. She's my best friend. I've taken her with me one day for about 7 hours. Otherwise, this truck's pretty small. I don't have room for much of anything, let alone a passenger full time. Hi, Christopher. For farm equipment. I don't think there's ever been a semi in the United States with a Perkins diesel in it. I think it'd be interesting to put a V8 Perkins in a semi. I know Massey Ferguson used to put Perkins in their tractors. Oliver's had Perkins. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. I just don't think you can get enough horsepower out of a V8 to make it worth your while here in the United States. Hi, Roberto. I got a lot of people that follow me in the UK. I think it's neat where everybody's from. I'm doing 63 mile an hour right now. Not in a big hurry. Here in Michigan. I don't see why YouTube would block my channel. There's a lot of people that stream while they drive. All YouTube cares about is that there's no profanity. And they come in from the Ukraine. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. here. Oh, 13 hours difference. Oh, that's pretty cool. I think Olivers are pretty cool looking tractors, especially the 1850s, 1800s, 1950s. Those are pretty cool. I'm missing, yeah, the Ukraine, it's 10 a.m. No, I'm not holding the phone, so this is hands-free. No, they don't make Olivers no more. It's part of AGCO, which is also part of Massey Ferguson, White. So Oliver got bought out by AGCO. I'm hauling eggs today. Hi, Ryan. Yep, Oliver White, Alice Chalmers. It is 9:10 p.m. here. I've driven them all. I used to be a farm mechanic. I used to work for New Holland and John Deere. I've driven Case, Oliver, Minimo, AGCOs, Whites, Sports, New Holland, John Deere's, Massey's. I've had my hands on just about a lot of them. Deutz. I used to have a Deutz when I was little. No, there's a goofy meme you're seeing on my live. I gotta watch the windshield better. I am by Brighton, Michigan, almost to Detroit. I got a Farmall 400 in the barn at my house. That's a diesel. That's a rare tractor. Hi, Demarius. Hi, Big Baller. Yeah, these lights are coming across on the stream as a little bit of a glare. Hi, Jody. There's my best friend, everybody, Marketplace Boutique. He's the most awesome, most best person in the whole world. Like I've said a million times, if it wasn't for you, Jody, I wouldn't be on YouTube. So this is all for you. No, it's a big hood, Pete. I got about 40 minutes yet before I get to where I need to be. Hi, Mandy. I don't go into Detroit. We let the company trucks go there. I'm only going just east of Ann Arbor, a couple exits. No, I don't go to Texas anymore. Farthest southwest I get is Poplar Bluff, Missouri. That's as far west as I go. Well, no, Osage Beach. I stay in the upper Midwest. Well, I'll be going through Illinois tomorrow or the next day, one of these days. I haven't been to Osage Beach or Poplar Bluff in a long time, though. Thanks for stopping in, Andy. That's the same as my name. I know where Granite City is. I've loaded rolls of steel out of Granite City when I used to have my flatbed. I'm from Michigan. I'm metal truck. I don't ever go to the West Coast no more. I'll be pretty close to one of the airports here by Detroit. Hi, Inverness. I've actually only done that once. Slept while somebody else drove. And my truck had, my truck had blew a motor up when I was working for somebody, and we were running behind. We decided to team it to get to where I needed to be. It's just a small sleeper. Nice square body. Hi, Mike. Hi, Donna. It's just a twin bed in the back. Not very big at all. I don't know what Michigan is famous for as far as tractors. I think that'd be Wisconsin, because that's where Oliver was started, was in Wisconsin. Iowa is known for, Iowa and Illinois are known for their John Deeres. I don't know what Michigan's famous for as far as tractors. Probably Ford tractors, because of Henry Ford. Moleens were started in Illinois. I actually have a video about some toy tractors and where the actual, with information about the actual real ones, where they were, where the plants were, what years they were built, and specifications. If you guys ever want to check that out, you can go to my video list and find out right where John Deere's, Oliver's, White's. I actually did an editorial on that. People work 24 hours a day here in Michigan, or in the United States, first, second, third shift. Hi, Keith. The roads need a lot of work. They're working on repaving this one, but they have to wait till spring. Well, thanks, Keith, for the gift. That's your second one for the day. Can't say no more, or you're not going to hear this anymore no more. I remember you doing one earlier. Hi, Steve. I'll be in Wisconsin tomorrow. Yeah, it's like 36 today. It's gonna be 45 tomorrow. Yeah, Tony. 30,000 pounds. He's got 11 axles on the ground. I don't go to Detroit. I send a company truck. I got extra lights on my truck. There's snow here, you just can't see it, it's off in the ditch. Yeah, I used to run a multi-axle here in Michigan too. I used to put 11 axles on the ground. Hi, Nick. Hi, Eduardo. Yeah, I had dinner, but I'm hungry again, so I'm probably gonna have to make myself something when I get over here. Definitely not gonna use that word. See you, Lynn. Thanks for stopping by. Hi, Joe. Oh, thanks for sending the gift, Christopher. That's how you guys get to hear the train horn. Hi, Patrick. No, I live 45 minutes north of Grand Rapids, Michigan. pass the DOT physical. Yep, Jody's doing just fine. She's lurking, Francisco. Oh, there goes this truck. Multi-axle's going. Hi, Brian. You live 2 hours north of Grand Rapids? You must live up by Manton. Manton or Cadillac, maybe. I used to drive down there every week for 3 years straight. I used to go to Miami all the time. I delivered to the Manistee Meyer. Oh, thanks for the gift music. Our warehouse is a DC for Myers. No, I'm going south on 23. I'm going to jump on 94 though right now. Hi, Lloyd. I wear ball caps and I have a cowboy hat at home. Hi, Alice. Yep, roll tide. Alabama football fan right there. Hi, Dina. Jody's been lurking, Karen. She's just been lurking. I got a 379 Peterbilt. No, I don't wear sunglasses at night. I don't wear sunglasses hardly at all when I drive, even in my pickup. Hi, Lena. Hi, Daniel. Or Deanna. Or Danielle. There we go. Sorry about that. Sometimes it's hard to figure out what the name is because YouTube changed everything. Danny, okay. Yeah, I'm in Michigan. Yep, it's a 379, 1999 model. I go to Wisconsin all the time. I'll be up there tomorrow. As soon as I get this trailer unloaded, I gotta drop it back off at the farm and then head to Minnesota. Hi, Sean. No, I gotta go to Minnesota, so I'm probably gonna run 90, 94, all the way to Minneapolis. Hi, Mr. Troubles. I'm by Ann Arbor, Michigan right now. I've been to California a couple times, and now this truck is too old to go out there, so I don't go out there no more. Not with a car hauler, I've done it with a step deck. Yeah, I run paper logs. I'm just a few miles where I need to be. I'm usually up all night trucking. Well, when I get to this Costco in about 5 miles, what's a bromide trailer, Lena? Scale houses in Michigan and Indiana on 94 and on 69 and 75. 11 hours is the max for driving, Danny. I'm in Michigan, just west of Detroit. Hi, Kelsey. I don't go through scales. See you, Kelsey. I just drive past it. I don't have to dodge it, I just drive by. I always get the green light. Yeah, we got a bunch of snow here. I don't ever have problems with scale houses if I have to go in them. I have nothing to hide. Iowa tried busting me once for riding a ferry and showing it as off duty, but that didn't work when the sergeant said that they learned about it in school that week before. They wanted to put me out of service, but I knew how to log it. Where are you at? Arizona? Sounds like Arizona weather. I go to Green Bay once in a while when I gotta deliver to Myers or Home Depot. Hey everybody, there's Marketplace Boutique. She's gonna drop her channel link. I hope you guys will go check out her channel. Me and her do a lot of stuff together. Sit by the fire and live stream on her channel. We go to flea markets. Got some jewelry unboxing videos. If you guys like jewelry. So I hope you guys will go check it out. Hi Jack. I know she wants to grow her channel some more, so hopefully you guys will go check it out. She's also got a channel called Jody Genealogy. Go check that one out also. But I'm gonna jump off this live stream now because I am almost where I need to be. I'll probably be live streaming again tomorrow if you guys want to catch up then. Thanks everybody. Thank you Jody for all your help and Striker. Bye everybody.